The night felt electric before it even began. The kind of anticipation that lingers in the air when you know something unforgettable is about to happen. Whispers had already begun to circulate, rumors of a guest list that blended the glitz of pop royalty and the legacy of football greatness. But no one quite expected how naturally Taylor Swift and Kylie Kelce would command the night, not with theatrics or ego, but with a warmth that made the extraordinary feel effortless. Taylor's entrance wasn't loud. Didn't need to be. She moved like someone who knew she didn't have to try. Her black satin dress catching just enough of the light to make heads turn but not gawk. She didn't pause for photos, didn't seek attention, and yet the room shifted the moment she arrived. There was something almost cinematic about the way she glided through the crowd, all grace and quiet confidence, as if she were letting everyone else have their moment while still being the center of it. Kylie, on the other hand, brought a different kind of energy. Where Taylor floated, Kylie grounded. She laughed easily, hugged freely, and carried herself like someone who belonged in every conversation. There was no trace of pretense. She wasn't just there to accompany her husband's legacy. She was part of the story now, and everyone felt it. What made them so magnetic that night wasn't just the way they looked, though there's no denying they were both striking. It was how real they were. Taylor wasn't trying to be Taylor Swift the pop star. She was Travis's fiancée, someone who leaned into conversations, who touched a shoulder when she laughed, who tilted her head when she listened. Kylie wasn't trying to be herself, and somehow that was more captivating than any designer dress or headline could ever be. At one point, the two found themselves side by side, caught mid-laugh, raising glasses in celebration. It was one of those spontaneous moments that social media loves, but it didn't feel staged. There was no performance in their posture. Just two women connected by love and loyalty, sharing a moment that was more intimate than glamorous. A glance between them said more than any caption could. Respect, affection, maybe even the beginning of a real friendship. Their presence brought something rare to a night that could have easily been all about status and spectacle. They made it human. Guests didn't just talk about who was wearing what or who arrived with whom. They talked about how Taylor asked about their kids, how Kylie remembered their names. They talked about how the two women stayed until late, never retreating to a roped-off corner, never acting like they needed to be anywhere else. And maybe that's what made the night feel so special. It wasn't just that Taylor Swift and Kylie Kelce showed up. It was the way they made everyone feel like they belonged, too. In a world where celebrity often feels like a wall, they made it a window. A glimpse into something softer, something honest. As the party wound down and the music softened, people didn't just leave with selfies and stories. They left a little lighter, a little warmer. And long after the champagne was gone and the lights dimmed, what lingered wasn't the glamour or even the fame. It was the feeling that something genuine had happened. Something